Okay, here we go. I am back rolling. Okay, welcome guys. It's me, Jen. Just here to talk to you, get some things off my chest, I think. I was just in Arizona with the top 0.006% of pure romance. Out of 40,000 consultants, there is 300 board and senior board of director members, and I am one of those members and was invited on a free trip to Arizona. And I've just, my brain is full of things. So I was trying to write some stuff down to get to unfold a little bit. And so I want to talk about some stuff because I believe it was Emily who said last week, Emily, correct me if I'm wrong because it looks like you're here, said, I want to know how you consistently get sales every month. And that consistency word kept coming up last week. And so I want to talk about it a little bit. So the first time it came up was while I was sitting at a table with some board of directors. We were doing kind of these roundtable things where there was like a super easy subject matter, and we went around the table and discussed that each of us had 5 minutes to discuss, and then the group had 5 minutes to ask us questions about what it was that we discussed within that. So consistency came up at my very first table. We were talking about our wins in 2020 and the things that we were proud of in that crazy year. And Ashley, sitting next to me, said that she was, she'd given up on consistency, essentially. I don't remember exactly the way she said it, but she said, I've given up on consistency. I don't want that anymore. And, I think a lot of people were like, that's what you want though, right? Like it seems that at some point in our life, we have been told that consistency means you made it. Like if you're consistent in your business, you are successful. Did y'all hear me on that? How do you feel about that? Tell me in the comments how you feel about consistency, because to me, it's always felt like a really positive thing. Like, yeah, I need to be consistent in my business because then that will give me consistent results, right? Well, first of all, I want to tell you that a business is never consistent. It goes through seasons, it goes through peaks, it goes through valleys, and there is no such thing as consistency or balance in a business. It just is what it is. And so I want to talk about that because then it came up when Emily's like, I want to know how to consistently get sales. Now you can consistently get sales. You can consistently open your business door, consistently have customers coming in, but it's not always that consistency is not always going to look the same. And so you don't want to beat yourself up over that. So y'all, I was trying to get this stuff out of my brain, right? And so I'm writing stuff down, and I went and found the definition of consistency. So consistency is conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic. Okay, that's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. My brain doesn't quite even understand fully what that means, but I was stopped at the very first word, conformity. How do you feel about that? Because I feel like there is nothing that I want to do in my life that is conforming. And so conformity automatically puts me off in the definition of consistency. The application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic. And so then I also question, but what is necessary and who gets to decide what's necessary, right? Because I sat at tables with the top 0.06% of pure romance, and I guarantee you that my to-do list is very different than theirs every day. And so necessity in my business is not necessity in someone else. And so we can't just blanket statement say that this is consistency across a pure romance business level, because it's not, right? It's different everywhere. And so I was thinking that maybe we could work on changing this a little bit. I remember back in the beginning of my business. I had a peer who's still in business and is, really powerful leader, definitely in the top 0.00006% with me. She criticized me because of my lack of consistency. Oh my God, I can't even talk today. My ADHD has me all over the place. It has me moving very quickly. It has me responding quickly. If there's an issue and something's not working, I respond to fix it. I am a natural born pivoter. Okay. I started online parties 2 years ago, you guys, because I knew that the world was moving to online even before there was any sense of a pandemic on its way. Okay. That's just in my nature to do things like that. I pivot if it doesn't work. I don't sit around and wait. I don't wait for consistency. I don't even strive for consistency in most cases. So what I want to do is change the consistency to commitment. And so I looked up the definition of commitment. Commitment is the state of or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity. And I really like the words in there. Dedication. So I looked that one up too. Devoted to a task or purpose. Okay, and so if you're looking for consistency in your business, if you're looking for consistent sales, consistent customers, consistent business, so that you can support yourself financially and not have to have a job or just have that extra income that you're looking for. If you're looking for that type of consistency, it comes from commitment to your purpose. Okay, and so all you need to do is ask yourself, why the hell am I here? Why do I want the money? Why do I want this business to be consistent? Why would I want to quit my job and do this business full time? What is my purpose? And then become hella devoted to your purpose. That's how you become consistent. And it's not really even consistent because as we said, it ebbs and flows. Y'all, my bonus checks have been $5,000 to $10,000 every single month since the beginning of 2021. And this month, it's not looking that way. Okay. So business is as it will be. I mean, if you were me and you had a $5,000 bonus check last month, and the month before that it was 9, and the month before that it was 10, and the month before that it was 7,500, and now all of a sudden it's, what would you do? Do you say, oh, fuck, I can't do this business? Clearly, I suck at this. I got to go. I'm going to find something else to do. Or do you stay committed to your purpose and just keep doing your job? Something to think about. Don't get caught up in the definitions that the world gives you or the definitions of success that everyone claims to be. You get to define your world, yo. So I think you should definitely do that. Go out and commit to your business. Emily says, how do you take on PR full-time without kind of regular income coming in? I really would love to, but it scares the life out of me. Well, girl, I tell you what, the minute you commit to something like that, you'll be fine because you're putting all of your eggs in that basket. I mean, when it was me and I was a single mom and this was my only income, there was no other choice. This business had to work for me. There was no choice. And so I did what I needed to do. I committed to what I needed to do. I was dedicated to the process because that was all I had. And so as scary as that may be, sometimes you just got to dive in. I like to tell the story about the time I was in Cancun. And I'm afraid of heights. And we were in this eco park, Shell High, I believe is what it's called. And I was, they're like, we're going to go and dive off this cliff. We're going to go jump off this cliff. That's what we're going to do. And I'm like, that sounds terrible, but okay, here we go. And so we're walking up and I can see the sign and I'm like, all right, it's pointing this way. I don't know how far it is. It wasn't that far, by the way. So I'm just walking and I see the edge and I just kept walking. I walked right off the edge of that cliff. I did not stop. I did not talk about it. I didn't look at anyone. We didn't discuss it. I walked right off the edge because they said to me that that's what I was going to be doing. And so for me, the only opportunity to do that was right now. Otherwise, I was going to chicken out and make a big deal of it. And so sometimes you just got to walk right off the fucking cliff and see what happens. And also commit to your process. Do the things you need to do every day, every single day. Walmart opens their doors every day. You should too. Awesome. Well, I hope this is, I know it's not any exact information on how to dedicate yourself, but really you just need to commit. Walk off the cliff, get her done, make a list of the things you need to do daily, and then do those things every day. All right, gotta go because my to-do list is waiting. So I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week. I'll see you tomorrow-ish, probably.